Welcome, friends, gathered in the sanctuary, on Zoom, and later on our YouTube channel. It is so good to be together. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Franklin, to the Smoky Mountains of western North Carolina and northeast Georgia, and the ancestral home of the Cherokee people. We are a lay-led congregation of progressive minds and caring connection. My name is Jill Ellern, and I'm pleased and delighted to be your service leader today. We extend a warm welcome to those who are visiting us today for the first time or after a while. We're so glad that you're with us and look forward to getting to know you. There's an opportunity to introduce yourself later in the service, and please sign up for the newsletter in the foyer. As we gather each Sunday, we take a moment to greet each other on Zoom here in the sanctuary, affectionately known as the Roomies and the Zoomies. Roomies, please rise in body and spirit for our gathering song. And wave at the Roomies. The camera's over here. And look at the camera. And the monitor so that we can wave hello. And so Jude's going to give us, yes, please start.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Do you want me to play?
Spirit of Life?
Do you want me to play?
Yes.
I'll give a little intro.
Okay. Spirit of Life, and we're going to sign and sing. Sing in my heart all the stirrings
Please be seated. This simple act of connection reminds us that despite our differences, we are all part of a loving community. If there's church-related announcements, we appreciate all our Sunday service team, Warren, Becky, Ben, Ecker, Penny on Zoom. I think Mary was the greeter. Yay, Mary. And of course, our own Carla Woodmansey is playing the piano today. Yes. Tom Tyre may show up to help sing. We're not sure yet. We'll see if he makes it. Have I missed anybody? Who is doing stuff downstairs? Were you doing it? Yay! Yay! You can't live without coffee. Yes. Is there any fellowship announcements? I know we say this every week, so I'm going to mix it up a little. COVID and other viruses are receded because of the weather. Please feel free to use masks that are available at the entrance and do social distancing. Please respect those around. We encourage folks to keep current on their vaccinations. If you haven't been watching the news, both measles has hit 1,000 people in the U.S., and whooping cough is also, if you're not up on your latest tetanus shot, please do it. It's nasty.
And make sure it's not just right. Make sure it's Tdap.
Yep.
Not having Tdap.
Yes. So if you have not done that lately, please do. And if you test positive for anything, please let our president, Bonnie, know. Please be sure to keep up to date by checking the UU View, our website, and our bulletin board downstairs. Our fellowship is a light for liberal religion in the mountains that values the diversity and the richness that it brings to the community. Our celebrations of diversity are reflected in a variety of our Sunday services. In addition to different topics, our service sequence and length may vary. We hope today's service enriches your journey of discovery. Judith, do you want to come up to do the chalice lighting? It's kind of long, so. When Unitarian Universalists light our chalice, we do more than just move a bit of flame from a stick or this to another, to our favorite chalice. We UUs light our chalice, we're showing what happens when we harness the power of fire. Fire is one of the world's most sacred elements, perhaps because it always causes change. Fire warms and feeds. Fire destroys and eliminates. With a bit of attention and care, fire works with us to reveal, to show, literally to illuminate. Fire helps us to see and to survive. And so fire is essentially a sacred symbol today of our climate because we need change. We're in need of warmth and substance. We need a clear path to a new path of ourselves and our world. May this cup of captured flame be a symbol today of our passion, our care, and our brilliance. Like fire, we are powerful. Like fire, we create change. So may it be. And my opening words, again, just so you know, I put the subject of Kate's talk into an AI. I like to do that to see what AI has to say. And here's what the AI says. We gather today amidst life's complexity, our joys and sorrows, certainties and doubts, existing side by side. Like the natural world which calms and the storm dances together, we too contain the multiplicities. In this sacred space, we acknowledge that the balance isn't the absence of chaos, but finding our center in it. Like trees with deep roots that bend but don't break, may we find strength in its flexibility. Let us breathe together and explore what it means to embrace life's complexities rather than resist it. AI knows something. So now let's do our gathering song. It's 168 in the hymnal. It's not very often we get somebody to, the regular one.
Great book, 168.
One more step.
It's called One More Step.
I want to say
And
something.
Please.
Carla.
Just wanted to say it was so nice to hear your voices on Spirit of Life. Y'all sounded great. Now, this next hymn is easy, and I think y'all can do a great job of it. I would love to hear you this time, too. I don't want to just hear myself.
How many verses should we do?
They're all good. We can do all four, and but I'll play it through once.
One whole time.
I'll play it through, and then we'll
And
start.
then give me a meaningful look when I should start singing. If I can do this, y'all can do this.
All right.
A meaningful look. So I don't start late like last time. Okay, we're gonna do it. One more step, we will take one more step till there is peace for us and everyone. Take one more step. Verse 2. One more word, we will say one more word till every word is heard by everyone. We'll take one more word. One more prayer, we will say one more prayer till every prayer is shared by everyone. We'll say one more prayer. One more song, we will sing one more song till every song is sung by everyone. We'll sing one more song. Thank you. Oh, Carla, we love you.
Yes, it's nice to have, don't you think it's nice to have a piano player?
Yeah, those scenes.
Kate Greysen is a Science of Mind minister who lives in Weaverville. Her doctorate in educational leadership or organizational learning, is it both?
Yes.
Okay. Kate became a national certified firewalker instructor in 2020, and she's getting ready, oh wait, this is an old one, getting to retire. Oops, I don't know where I got this. She's already retired. But you're still teaching? Okay. We would like to invite her to come up and speak on her sermon about chaos. Finding balance in chaos. And she brought her dog.
He's a rescue, and I've only had him 3 days. And I didn't want to leave him at home. I didn't want to leave him. I'm a new mom. We all know the trials and tribulations of moms. And because of that, I didn't get ready during the song, so give me just a minute. It's good to be back here. And I'm probably the most disorganized today than I've ever been. Moms.
You're finding balance in the chaos?
Finding balance in the chaos. That's right. Why isn't it? It's not letting me pull up my document. There it is. So finding balance in the chaos. And no, it's not your mother, and it's not me, and it's not you. Today we celebrate Mother's Day, however, and we all know that every mom has struggled to maintain sanity while the children run around and shake and create chaos. And for better or worse, he's doing so well. I'm so proud of him. And for better or worse, Mom's voice is still that voice that we hear in our heads. It's guiding us, but sometimes it's irritating us, but always it's there in the background. And I want you to know, as parents and as mothers, you did your job, and you've done your job well, and some of you are still doing it. And you are loved. You are loved. However, I agree with Roger Fox that we all have to listen to that still voice within us. How easily you can look at yourself in the mirror depends on whether you obey that voice that's deep inside you. Everyone's voice gives different counsel, but only you can interpret the one that you hear. And if that voice is still your mom's from your past, it's time to let it go. If you want to experience a full life, manifesting everything you desire, health, wealth, creativity, loving interpersonal relationships, resolve the issues within you, and then move on. It doesn't matter if you had the best mom or the worst, you're not powerless to enable growth. Bring your new life to fruition because you already know who you are. We are vehicles of introspection and love within a God-centered universe. And do not allow a polarization of will of the voices from your past, those from various faiths, those from different political entities, or those blaring from our social media. Simply be true to who you are, a light in the darkness. Always be humble. No one is spiritually pure. We are all one, because this is not a passive role. We cannot hedge our bets, and it's time to commit ourselves fully to becoming. So let's start here with what we know. Inner transformation does not limit its effect to the process, but it manifests in the outward expressions of all we are becoming. It becoming to who and how we present to each other, how we wear our hair, the clothes we wear, the dogs we choose, even the halters or the harnesses, the color that we put them in, are things that we present who we are. We believe in science of mind, in which I'm ordained, and in New Thought of the self-acknowledged connectedness to the God source within. And from that orientation, we believe in a oneness with all creation. And what I know for sure is that the divine will is at hand, regardless of how it may appear. It is our ego, it's my ego right now, that poses the greatest limitation to our individual development. Not someone else, not our mothers, our fathers, our siblings, our friends, or former friends. We all wear masks. We all wear masks in how we present. We all have secrets. We all move, and we've changed our lifestyles or made different choices because we don't want to be labeled by our past. And if we tell our secrets, we fear that others will see who we were or who we are, or they'll think differently of us, but not of who we have become or who we and how we present to the world. And yet, in spite of that, we are still mirrors to each other. We still reflect each other in each other's eyes. We see in others who we were and who we are right now. We see in others the guilt and the shame that we have felt in the past. The question is, do we need to be forgiven, or do we need to forgive ourselves? Louise Penny asks in one of her novels, who is it, after all this time, do you still need to forgive? And I believe that these are the very questions that we need to contemplate as we move forward in our motivations for change. The answers don't lie in the realm of rational thought, in trying to figure it out and whose fault it was. It lies in spiritual content that we have in our lives. Because that which cannot be tested or proven lies in the deepest recesses of our hearts, where spirit and the divine lie. The old voices in our head, which are often the first to surface, are not necessarily the truth. So are you a manifestation of the divine, or are you human presenting? The difference is one of faith and trust. The difference is in releasing your self-imposed limitations. The difference is in releasing your past. A manifestation of the divine is not blocked, stopped, or limited by preconceived ideas or barriers or struggles, but continues to see the truth in the light, in the perfection, even in the chaos of life. The things we think of ourselves are key factors to who we are, and it's our karmic struggle. And I can tell you, no matter what someone has said to you in the past, you are good enough. Your light shines without artificial sources to illuminate your presence. Whether you believe that or not, are the voices you hear that you have embraced as truth, or the ones that you have not yet let go of. As spiritual beings, we must be ready to deal with the unexpected under any circumstances. Do not allow yourself to be swept into panic and despair, and maintain your God-centered focus. It's necessary to continue to remember that always everything is in balance, even when it does not appear to be. And right now, in our culture, it feels like lawlessness might be rampant. Our culture is in turmoil, but is it? Is it really? As we approach our lives, I believe we're being told to fall back on the growth and the guidance that we have already received from these centers. The spiritual knowing that we have earned can counter the immense concern and upheaval that seems to stifle any progress being made or that has been made. We must rise above the winds of change. There is a breaking point, a time when one must push past the fear and know the truth. We must know that the truth is at hand right now, and to have faith that that determines the outcome in all things. And are you ready to step away from the comfort of the life that you've created, to release the familiar into who you pretend to be or have been, and to step into the unknown possibility of who you truly are? That takes faith to let go of the past. But we are the light bearers, and we are needed now more than ever. Do not relinquish your role and step into the comfort of the safety of your life, and do not relinquish your part to play in our culture out of apathy and fear. Step forward in love. Release judgment and anger. Release control. Quit blaming your mom, your neighbor, a politician, or someone else, and allow yourself to be guided by faith. With internal certainty, stay humble, stay proud, and keep on moving forward. Louise Penny wrote, "The point of life is change. If you aren't growing and evolving, you are standing still, waiting for someone else to save you from the big, bad world. The point is that we have created these problems and only we can fix them." Another line in a Louise Penny book, which struck me into realization about some people in my life, says this: "You can't get milk from a hardware store. So quit looking for that which can't be bought." And I had to really think about that. Look instead for what's being offered. Instead of fear and worry about our future, look at the beauty and the love that surrounds you right here and right now. Don't just breathe, inhale. Take in the smells, listen to the sounds, the real world, not just the one that we're imagining that's falling to hell. Follow anything you can back to reality, back from the edge of this perceived apocalypse that we are experiencing. And always remember, where there is love, there is courage. Where there is courage, there is peace. And where there is peace, there is love. And where there is love, there is God. And when you have God, you have everything. Mahatma Gandhi is quoted as stating, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your actions become your destiny." And we've been witnessing actions that for many are beyond the pale, behaviors beyond our conscious boundaries of acceptability. And right now in our culture, we are watching an Icarus who is flying pretty close to the sun. And do not hand over your power through anger and fear. That is the intention, because that is how division is created. And it's time to suspend without reservation all previous judgments of individuals at all levels. Ego is at the root of duality. God is simple. Everything else we make complex. And real advancement does not come from following a safe, well-determined, signposted path, but by endeavoring to scale the cliffs of our own souls against all odds. Know who we are. There are times when it's a privilege to walk a path with no assurances. Engage, though, in the process to be ready in the present moment. Do not become discouraged, and do not lose sight of your vision. Times change, and we have to roll with them. And we can stumble and stumble and stumble. That if we fall, it's imperative that we get back up and start standing. We can never fail if we know what we're doing is the right thing in our hearts. People say, "Oh, we've been through all of this," and the truth is, the only thing we can change is ourselves. Well, I believe that. I also feel that that's a bit empty at this point. I don't think it's that simple. I think the thing we can do is to decide what is ours to do. We are trying to experience safety in a fragmented culture. We are experiencing battle fatigue, compassion fatigue, and apathy, and we need to remember we are not here to save the world. We are here to be a light in the world, and there is a distinct difference. Leonard Cohen wrote, "Ring the bell that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. It's how the light gets in. And though our darkest hours may be yet to come, our ability to return to our innermost vision of spirit and not succumb to the temptation to give up, give in, or to defer from perceived consensus will determine the level at which our culture will flourish." There comes a time when people of conscience must take a stand. And in many ways, feelings are more real and more powerful than thought. Feelings are the engines of perception which drive thought to words, and words turn to action. And we go back to Mahatma Gandhi. That is our destiny. A firefly is a small light in the dark as an act of resistance. It's a defiance against the darkness. Be a butterfly, be a firefly, but show your light. We are not sports teams or fanatical adherents, and don't try to convince others of the divinity within or the path that divinity must take or how it should look. Simply respect others for their own faith, even if that faith or action does not coincide with your own. Assess the intention of any individual who tries to convince you of something. Honor yourself. Do not let your spirit or knowledge be diminished by those who value only themselves. Ask yourself, how am I doing? Am I doing enough? What more can I do now to facilitate love, health, and oneness in our culture? This is our challenge, and we are needed now. So let's not just report or complain on our pain and confusion, but do something to ease it, to give back. And from what I hear, this community does exactly that. You give back to your community often and a lot. The question is are we being cynical or wise? I think one has malice within it, and the other is wisdom. Use your voice for others as well as yourself. Martin Luther King said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And as a Minnesotan, I can tell you how far away the shore is when you're standing on thin ice. Remember, there is no insurance policy that is going to buy and protect you long life, safety, relationships, or peace. Only we can do that for each other. We are all one. Everything on this planet is made from the same vibrating atoms. The thing separating us is our consciousness, and it's time to stand in the light, to be counted, to use our voice, and to build community and love. I don't know here who's into Doctor Who. Anybody? I am. In the words of Doctor Who from the episode Day of the Doctor, never be cruel, never be cowardly, never give up, never give in. Always remember who you are. You are a light in the darkness, a voice of comfort and power, a vanguard for those who feel lost and alone. You are a manifestation of the divine. And I will end this today with a few more words from Louise Penny. If you have not read her yet, I'd start saying pick up the book one and read through all of them. She says this: you were brave and strong. You are not alone. You are loved, and the world is brighter for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Make sure I am where I think I'm going to be here. And yes, words of gratitude. We come together with hearts full of gratitude, like cherry blossoms opening in the spring air. We are thankful for life's fleeting beauty and for the moments that fill our senses like the mist of the blossoms against the sky. We express gratitude for the balance found in nature's wisdom, the eternal cherry blossoms along beside the enduring pine. In this community, we find appreciation for both life's consistency and its changes. We give thanks for the invitation to witness wonders together and to come see the world's beauty, even amidst its chaos. May our gratitude become the foundation that steadies us when the life feels uncertain, a reminder that even in its impertinence, there is profound meaning to be found. For all of this and more, we offer thanks for the gratitude of your offerings. Our interlude song, when we don't often have that now. Yay, we have an interlude song as we collect any offerings. There's a plate in the back or on YouTube or on the webpage or PayPal. Yes. This interlude song, hymn 177, how do you say it? Sakura, or Cherry Blossoms, is a popular Japanese folk song with English words by Edwin Markham, 1852 to 1940. He was a teacher, a principal, and a superintendent in California, but moved to New York City to write, which I suspect is where he saw a lot of the cherry blossoms. After World War II, another poet, William Wolfe, added the alternate lyrics to the song that marked the anniversary of the dropping of the bomb on Hiroshima. Thank you, Carla. That was nice. Dedication of gifts. Now please join me in dedicating our gifts. Gifts given in love and hope. Continue the cycle of love and hope. As we prepare for joys and concerns, know that we will be editing them out before they go online. Visitors, do we have any visitors that like to introduce yourself? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Brenda Woodard, Carla's sister.
Oh, that's nice, thank you. Oh, is that so that, yes. Cast into a pond causes ripples that spread in all directions. We take this moment to reflect on the joys and concerns and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. If you would like, you are welcome to share a brief or special joy or concern, and I will drop a pebble into the water. We'll begin with those on Zoom, followed by those in the sanctuary. I invite you to line up by the piano. One last pebble as we remember those who have spoken, those who have been named, and those we hold in the silence of our heart. Now I invite you for a moment of silence. You can choose to meditate, prayer, reflect on something you heard today, or simply sit in silence in the community of others. I will bring you back with the chimes. Closing words, again from AI. As we return to our daily lives, let us remember that chaos and order are not enemies, but companions on our journey. When the world feels unsteady, may we find the quiet center within. When contradictions arise, may we approach them with curiosity rather than fear. Go in peace, bringing both the questions and the answers, the harmony and the discourse, knowing that in embracing life's fullness, we find our truest self. May balance find you even in chaos, and may love guide you, as always. Does somebody want to help me with are the kids here? No, I guess not. Okay.
They're in the zone.
Okay. Our closing hymn, We Will Be One, is 318 in the hymnal. Let's stand and sing.
It's in the gray book. Stand if you can. No peer pressure. You can sit if you need to or want to. This is, yeah, We Would Be One. I think y'all know it, but Carlo will play it through one time. And there's 2 verses, and we're going to sing.
Yeah.
318 in the gray book. Okay, here we go. We would be one, as now we join in singing our hymn of love, to pledge ourselves anew to that high cause of greater understanding of who we are and what in us is true. We would be one in living for tomorrow. Oops. To show to all a new community. We would be one in building for tomorrow. All over the world that we have known today. We would be one in searching for that meaning which binds our hearts.
I'm not so, wait a second, so I'm not so, I gave you the closing words, but not the chalice extinguishing. Would you like to hear that too? Sure. I'm sorry. Apparently that was the closing words and it was on the next page, so I forgot it. As we extinguish this flame, let us carry its light within us, the beacon of hope and balance in our sometimes chaotic world. May we remind us that even when the path forward seems unclear, we have inner resources to help our center. Though we now separate, our shared quest for equilibrium continues. Let us move through the world, both the roots that ground us and wings that lift us, holding steady amidst life's storms while remaining open to its wonder. This flame is extinguished, but our commitment to finding balance in chaos burns on. And now, following the service, those on Zoom are invited to continue the conversation. Those in the sanctuary, let us join hands and say our covenant together. Don't forget the kids. Should we do a real circle? Is there something against a real circle yet? Oh, okay. We're ready? Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and community is its goal. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. So may it be. Now it's time to wave goodbye to the Zoomies. Go in peace. The service has ended.